making a nice big pot of chili. So in our chili, so far, we have our peppers and onions. We have, of course, ground turkey. And then we have some spices. I use McCormick chili spices. So I've already put that in there. But this is my secret ingredient. I am going to add some pumpkin to this chili. My daughter was so excited about me adding pumpkin. It gives it a sweet little taste instead of putting sugar in there. I don't know if people do that, if that's a thing. But for my daughter, I add the pumpkin. It gives it some flavor. And for this time of the year, it's so appropriate, right? Going into Halloween and the fall and Thanksgiving. And then, of course, I am going to add organic black beans. Normally, I would add kidney beans, but I don't have kidney beans. So I'm going with Plan B, and Plan B is these black beans. Now, my daughter doesn't like black beans. She will probably take these out, but that's okay. The best thing about this pumpkin is it has, make sure you can see it, it has a lot of vitamin A. Let me see if I can, vitamin A. And you can see it has 100% vitamin A. It has 6% of what you need for potassium. So, and what is that? Iron, it has 4%. So we're getting some nutrients in there. We're getting some nutrients in there. So let's put it in. Here is the pumpkin. I put it in there. And I'm just gonna stir it into my chili. And it's actually thickening the chili up, which is so cool. And I might have to do a taste test. I put half of the can in there. So you can see half the can. I don't know how much more I'm going to need. I can tell the consistency changed a little bit. Now, I'm not a big tomato person. Another thing I have used in the past is tomato paste or tomatoes, stewed tomatoes. My daughter's not a big fan of tomatoes, and I want her to enjoy this chili too, so I opted to leave that out. Now, she can, when I put tomato paste, she doesn't really say much because I think it blends in, has a little bit of a different taste, but she still eats it. Seeing the actual tomatoes, she doesn't want to bother with that. She'll pick those out too. But I didn't bother putting those in there this time. So now I'm going to add the black beans. The black beans. All right, here we go. Here are the black beans. And I'm going to stir. Now, I don't know about you, but this looks appetizing to me in my belly. So we're gonna give that a little bit of a stir. And I'm going to taste this. That is delicious. That is delicious. So I feel like some of my seasoning has been sacrificed with this pumpkin. So I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. Now, what seasoning? I am going to add some garlic powder and onion powder. So here we go. Just a sprinkle, dab. And that was garlic powder. This is the onion powder. A little sprinkle, dab. Sprinkle, dab. Here we go. And let's give this baby a twirl. I'm trying to avoid adding salt. I don't want to add more salt than needed. I'm sure there was salt somewhere to preserve this pumpkin, but I don't know. So, of course, this needs to marinate. I'm going to let this marinate I'm gonna let this cook on, simmer on low, low, low for probably, I'll give it a good 30 minutes. All right, here's another bite. Let me try, just try. Better with the seasonings. So of course you can add whatever you want to this. You can add salt, you can add pepper, you can add seasoning salt, you can add Mrs. Dash, I don't know, whatever you add, whatever spices up your life. If you like a spicier chili, you know, you get the chili seasoning that has a little spice to it. But the pumpkin is my secret ingredient. It thickens it up. It gives it that kind of comfort taste, like comfort food taste. It gives it a little bit of sweetness. I don't know if you saw the label, but this particular brand I have, it has 45 calories for a half a cup. So, and that's how much I put in here, I believe. And then it has, let's see if it'll, oh, there it is. Then it has 0.5 grams of fat. So not a lot of fat, 1% fat, no cholesterol. That's a win. We'll take that. 5 milligrams of sodium. No wonder I don't taste any salt. This is not salty at all. So that we like that. 10 grams of carbs. And then of course, you know, you're not, I don't think, 10 grams. Only 10 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and total sugars is 5. So, and that, remember, that's half a cup. So, I would say this is a way to add to your chili. You know, you're adding to the protein, you're getting some, you know, vitamins in there. Not a lot of fat, not a lot of sodium, which I would consider a win. You can get some iron when you add that pumpkin. So try this pumpkin chili. Hopefully you will love it. Hopefully it will be chef's kiss. Yummy.